I want to talk to you today about something we all face at some point in life: uncertainty. Maybe you're in a season right now where things aren't clear. You don't know which way to go, what decision to make, or how everything is going to work out. You're doing your best, but it feels like you're walking through fog. You can't see the next step, and fear tries to whisper, "You're stuck, you've missed it, nothing's changing." But friend, here's what I've learned. God does his best work in uncertain times. Just because you don't see a way doesn't mean God doesn't have one. Just because you feel lost doesn't mean he's lost track of you. In fact, when you don't know what to do, that's the perfect moment to trust the one who does. Psalm 32:8 says, "I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you." That means even when you feel like you're in the dark, God sees clearly. He's not pacing heaven worried about your next step. He's already mapped out your path. So today, I want to encourage you, don't let the unknown steal your peace. Don't let confusion keep you from moving forward. God is not only with you, he's guiding you step by step, decision by decision. And when you pray in uncertain times, heaven leans in. Your situation may feel unstable, but your foundation is unshakable. When life feels chaotic, our natural instinct is to run in every direction trying to fix things, figure it all out, make something happen. But sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is be still. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. In Psalm 46:10, God says, "Be still and know that I am God." That means when you quiet your heart, when you pause long enough to breathe and say, "God, I trust you," you make room for his voice to speak. Stillness doesn't mean inactivity. It means inner peace. It's when your spirit is calm enough to hear divine direction. You might not get a booming voice from the sky, but you'll sense a gentle nudge, a peace that settles your heart, a thought that rises above the rest. That's how God often leads. In the quiet, think about Elijah. He didn't hear God in the wind, or the earthquake, or the fire. He heard him in a still, small voice. In the noise of uncertainty, sometimes we expect God to shout, but more often he whispers, and you can only hear a whisper when you're close. That's why stillness is powerful. It brings you closer to him. Maybe you're facing a decision. Maybe the door hasn't opened yet. Maybe things haven't gone the way you planned, and the enemy would love to fill your mind with anxiety and confusion. But if you'll stop striving and start trusting, if you'll quiet the fear and lean into faith, God will guide you. He knows exactly what's ahead. He's not guessing. He's orchestrating, and his timing is always perfect. In stillness, you're not doing nothing. You're doing the most important thing, letting God be God, letting him lead, letting him go before you and prepare the way. You don't have to force it. You don't have to chase every opportunity. When you stay in peace and keep your heart still, the right doors will open at the right time. The right people will show up. The right answers will come, not because you're chasing them, but because favor knows where to find you. A lot of people think that faith means never having doubts or never feeling uncertain. That if you really trusted God, you'd always feel confident, you'd always know exactly what to do, and everything would be crystal clear. But the truth is, faith isn't the absence of uncertainty. It's choosing to trust God in spite of it. It's the courage to move forward even when the path doesn't make sense. Even when you don't know how it's going to work out, you say, "God, I believe you're still in control." Think about Abraham. God told him to leave everything he knew, his home, his family, his country, and go to a land he would show him. He didn't hand Abraham a map. He didn't give him a timeline. He just said, "Go." And Abraham obeyed, not knowing where he was going. That's what faith looks like. It walks into the unknown with peace in your heart because you know who's walking with you. You may be facing uncertainty right now. Maybe it's a job situation. Maybe it's a health report. Maybe a relationship that's gone sideways, or a decision that's left you confused. You've prayed, but the answers haven't come. The breakthrough hasn't arrived, and the enemy's whispering, "You're lost, you're forgotten, nothing's happening." But I want to remind you, just because you don't see movement doesn't mean God isn't working. Faith says, even in the silence, I believe. Faith says, even in the dark, I'll keep walking. It's not a denial of the situation. It's a decision to focus on the promise, not the problem. When you feel unsure, that's not the time to shrink back. That's the time to lean into His Word, lean into prayer, lean into His presence. That's where strength rises. David said in Psalm 23, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." He didn't say, "I'll camp there, I'll stop there." He said, "I walk through." That's what faith does. It walks through. It says, "I don't have all the answers, but I know the one who does. I may not feel strong, but I serve a God who is. I may not know what's next, but I know I'm not alone." Faith isn't about having it all figured out. It's about taking one step when you feel like stopping. It's about showing up when you feel overwhelmed. It's trusting that God is not just in your future. He's walking beside you in your now. Every step you take in uncertainty is still a step of obedience. And every step of obedience is leading you closer to the breakthrough, closer to the answer, closer to the peace you've been praying for. I want you to hear me today. You are not lost. Even when the way forward feels unclear, even when fear and doubt start to creep in, remember that you're never alone. God is with you every step of the way. He's never surprised by your uncertainty, never confused by your questions. And when you take that step of faith, when you pray with trust, God will make a way where there seems to be no way. Uncertainty might feel overwhelming, but it's in these moments that God does some of His best work. The waiting, the unknown, the seasons of doubt, they are simply opportunities for God to show you just how faithful He is. In those moments when you don't know what's next, He's guiding you, shaping you, and preparing you for the blessings ahead. You don't have to figure it all out today. You don't have to have every answer right now. But if you'll trust Him and walk forward in faith, God will take care of the rest. He knows the plans He has for you, and they are good. Plans to prosper you, plans to give you hope and a future. So let me encourage you as you leave here today. Don't let uncertainty hold you back. Say that prayer of trust. Know that even when the road ahead seems foggy, God's light is shining, guiding you with love and purpose. You are moving in the right direction, even when you can't see the whole picture. With God, nothing is wasted, and every moment is preparing you for something greater. Stay in faith. Your breakthrough is closer than you think.